Hey guys, what's up? I'm Morgan. Welcome back to this channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new here. I hope that you find something that you love and that you stick around and potentially become a subscriber, because I love new subscribers and I love connecting with new people all around this here internet. So today's video, you guys, is all about taking you guys from the process of having my boutique and merging it into cut and sew, because I do want my own personal clothing pieces. Like, I am a cut and sew designer. That's just who I am. And I kind of did this, well, not kind of, I did do the same thing with my swimwear brand when I had Mayhem Swim. I started off buying wholesale pieces, and then I sold wholesale and I sold my own designs that were cut and sew. And then I eventually just had cut and sew pieces after we got rid of all of the wholesale pieces that we purchased. So with this new brand, if you did not know, I've had a clothing brand for a couple of months now, and it's called the Sweet Fox Label. And I started this clothing brand because, one, I always knew I wanted a clothing brand. I wanted to merge it. And the reason why I closed down my swimwear brand is because it didn't make sense to have a swimwear brand separate from my clothing brand. So I closed the swimwear brand because I'm going to be selling swimwear pieces with my clothing brand. That sounds like a lot, but anyways, I want to create a series, kind of like how I did with the swimpreneur, like becoming a swimpreneur and then building a swimpire. Those series were really cool, but I want to create a new series that really showcases really showcasing building a brand from the ground up. So that will basically come with packaging design, marketing plans, the full scope branding elements to build out a brand, even behind the scenes of sewing the pieces for the cut and sew, how I come up with the pieces for my designs, how I use certain apps to come up with my sketches and things like that. So I want to take you guys on this journey with me. This is something I didn't do with the swimwear brand with Mayhem Swim. I kind of just talked about like how to start a swimwear business, or how to market a swimwear business. And I talked about all the ins and outs of the swimwear world and the swimwear business things, but I didn't really take you behind the scenes with my actual brand because I was just working. But I want to take you guys on this journey with me with my clothing brand, because I feel like it'll be a really cool series. And I think I'm going to call this series From Boutique to Cut and Sew. It got a little ring to it, got a little, I don't know. I'm still playing around with the names. Let me know in the comment section what you think I should call this series. But today I'm going to show you one of the designs that I'm working on. Today it's like back there. I'm going to show you some stuff, but I'm also going to cut back to the very beginning phase, because I want to show you guys like the concept side of actually building out your brand. A lot of people skip over the step where they do the mood board, they do the full brand identity and all that stuff. So I want to take you guys on this journey. It's the same thing that I will be doing with clients. It's just that I'm going to be my own case study. So that's interesting, because usually my process is just work. I am a hard worker. I love work, but my process is usually like work on my things and then produce content for you guys that involves the things that I work on. But it's hard for me to pick up this camera. Honestly, I kid you not. The hardest thing in the world for me to do is pick up the camera while I'm actually creating things, like actually working, meaning like a vlogging almost. The hardest thing in the world is for me to remember to cut on the camera while I'm working. Like, I've been sick the whole month, but I've actually been working on things here and there when I can get out of bed. And it would have been really cool to have filmed it, but I was struggling trying to breathe. I'm struggling trying to work. So I just didn't think to pick up my camera. So I'm going to force myself to record all of these behind the scene tidbits so that you guys can get like familiar with the process of not just my brand, but for your brand as well. And this is not just for clothing brand. This is for any type of product-based business, whether you're selling beauty products, whether you're selling like holistic things, whether you're selling swimwear, clothing, whatever. This process is technically the same. The only thing that's going to set me apart from if you have like beauty products and things like that is the merchandise. So that obviously is a big, huge difference because I'm going to be sewing and stuff. But idea of creating a brand is the same. So let me stop blabbing and let's show you guys what I'm working on and show you one of my concept pieces. So let me grab my iPad and then take you over there. Okay, so if you hear me sniffling, just ignore it, guys. I'm struggling with congestion. I don't know where this came from, okay? But anyways, usually what I would do when I'm creating a new collection, and by the way, this is my second collection. I technically want to call this collection 1, but ultimately it's the second collection because the first collection, like I said, I bought wholesale pieces only. Well, no, I had 2 pieces that were cut and sew. It was jackets, but the first collection was wholesale pieces. So this collection is completely cut and sew. So typically what I would do is start off with sketches, rough ideas, and I usually sketch in Procreate. I do have a video, I believe, about Procreate and the apps that I use for like the design process. I'll try to link it in like the cards above or somewhere in the description box. But what I would do, let me show you the gallery. So this is a rough idea. Sorry about the light. A rough idea of some of the stuff that I'm designing for this collection. Like I have, sorry. Like I have dresses, I have some jumpsuits, and basically the whole collection is about the stitch. It's about the like reverse stitching, like not like this, like how these are seams are inside. So mine would be reverse stitching is the ones that you can see. So this is a pair of the pants. I don't know how well you can see the color, but these are actually, the pants are like a lime green color. I don't know why it's not showing on here, but yeah. So those are the pants, and here are the pants brought to life. So these are the samples right here. This is the actual color. It's like a minty color, but these are definitely samples. It doesn't have the right size elastic in here. The stitching on here is the wrong color because, again, these are just samples. The stitching right here is like a blue color, but I'm going to change all those to like gray. And so you can see the pants, they're super cute. I tried these on, amazing. Like you can see the sample, like the stitching is not perfect right there, but that's why we do the sample process. And at the bottom, another mistake was made with these, because when I initially cut this out, I didn't take into consideration the seam allowance on this part of the pants, like the front part. So the bottom was already off. So you can see, like, see how it's not lined up? The stitching isn't lined up. This should be lined up with this. It should be over there like that. But the concept and everything is correct. This part is actually correct, but the stitching doesn't line up the right way. So these are almost like, these aren't stacked pants. I never really got into the stacked pants thing, but these are reverse stitch with a front flare. So that way when you put on your shoes, it kind of covers the front part of your shoe and it's open. It's really cute. I tried them on and they're super freaking cute. Okay. The color, everything perfect for spring. Also the stretch. Let me see if I can show you guys. Ugh. Like the stretch in these are a size large that I made these in. So this is a large sample. You can see they look kind of small, but it's because my fabric is freaking amazing, right? I have like a 4-way stretch fabric. This is the same fabric that I use for one of my swimsuit designs. That's why I know it's really freaking good, but like it's so much stretch. I can even, like when I put these on, because they come up a little, they're like, I wouldn't call these high rise, I would call them mid rise, but because it has the perfect amount of stretch, the sizing is going to be superb, like perfect. So that is perfectly fine. The sizing is fine. What's not fine is the stitching. So I'm going to cut another sample out today in a different color that I want to use, and it's going to be in this design. Again, I don't know why you can't see the, let me see if I can cut that light off, if you can see it better. The color isn't showing up really on here, but this is like a mauve pink color and a white hoodie that we're getting made as well. These are in production right now. I'm not making those. I have a manufacturer making that. So those are in production right now. The pants, I'm going to cut the sample out, and you know, Fun times. So that's the first step. The first thing that actually, whoa, why am I out of focus? That makes sense are these pants. Like the fit is so good. The fabric, good. It perfectly hugs you. Perfectly hugs you. Like, amazing. Amazing. So, yeah, we're going to cut that second sample out. But before we get into that, this is going to be on the next episode probably. Before we get into that, I want to take you guys back into my computer so I can show you guys like the real concept part of building out my actual brand, because we're going through a full brand identity overhaul with Sweet Box label, and I think it's important to show you guys what it's really like to rebrand, and you know what you can do for your brand as well. So let's get into that really quick. Okay, so right now we are on my Pinterest account. So this is my main Pinterest account, but I'm going to switch over to my business account. They're both technically business because I use this one for my blog, but I'm going to swap over real quick. So this is the Sweet Box label account, and I haven't been on here because I haven't had anything to post because we're rebranding. But right now you can see right here it's at 5.4 thousand monthly views. It was at like 64,000 monthly views just 2 months ago, but it dropped down because again I haven't posted a single thing, and I deleted some stuff because again we're going through some rebranding. So Pinterest is still my main source of traffic to my website, even for my personal brand, even for my blog. Everything that has to do with me making sales is because of Pinterest. I kid you not. I have people from YouTube, follow me and they shop with me. So shout out to you guys. But majority of my sales comes from the traffic that is generated from Pinterest. That's why I pay so much attention to it. And now we're about to start posting more on our Pinterest account because, our rebranding, we have a new collection about to launch. So, the views are about to go crazy. But anyway, this is the opening page, right? So these are the products. Let me move myself. These are the products that I currently have in stock on my website, right? So you can see, I think earlier in this video, I was talking about how I just purchased different types of pieces. I did that intentionally. It was on purpose that I purchased different styles because I wanted to see what worked. I wanted to see what stuck with my core customer or audience, the people that were following me. I wanted to see what people would actually purchase. And so I bought some like this dress right here. This dress has restocked twice already, and it sold out. It sold out completely once. I still have like 3 pieces, I think, left, or 2 pieces left in this. But this dress, you would think that it's more of a dressy piece, but I think because of the way I styled it with like the bucket hat, some boots, I think in another photo I styled it with actually some flat boots, and it became a little bit more street style than dressy. So that piece sold fairly well. It did really good. It was one of my best sellers. But then again, when you see another piece like this one, this piece sold a couple of pieces, but because it's so dressy, it didn't quite work. And then the pieces that sold out were this piece, the legging set sold out, and the red one right here sold out. This jacket, I think I have 2 of these left. The jacket sold. Again, this tan jacket, this color didn't do as well as the black, but it sold because those pieces are more athleisure, more relaxed. These pants, I didn't even market these pants, so I technically have I think I have like all of them. I think I have maybe a few pieces left. So I didn't even market these pants at all, so that's why I didn't sell. But the pieces, like I said, I'm creating are going to work out because we're going through rebranding. but because I sold a variety of pieces, I already know what people are looking for this brand, so it just makes sense. Now, on this one, you can see, like, it's more cohesive with the pieces that I sold, and this is why traffic is coming to my site for these pieces, because this is what I'm marketing, right? So that just makes sense. So let me go to the home feed. Okay, so I clicked on one of my saved boards. Hold on, let me show you how I got here. So on here, I went to my saved Pinterest boards, and I create different boards for different concepts. Like, I love home interior design, so I have this as a mood board. I have editorial style, some beauty inspiration, knitwear, coat season vibes, and I created like a regular mood board. But I'm going to click on the mood board really quick, because I created this mood board to set the tone for core concepts of the design, what is it called? Not design aesthetics, but design aesthetics for how I'm going to be curating the concepts for Sweet Fox label. So on this mood board, you can see just immediately it's a lot of like athletic inspired styles. I have dancers right here, like ballet dancers. I have, of course, Princess Di. I have different athletic stuff from like vintage, vintage pieces. Again, more dancing. And so the idea for Sweet Fox label that we're leaning towards is not so much athletics, but it's the aesthetics that comes with female athletes, like the style that comes with them. So we want to be projecting strong, powerful, feminine energy, and it's going to translate into athleisure, but with style, like athleisure, but with more, I would say, more emphasis on aesthetics when it comes to like accessories and things like that. So I'm going to click back out of here. I'm going to go back to my saved boards, and this time I'm going to click on the one that says editorial style. By the way, you can follow me on Pinterest. That would be awesome. It's Sweet Fox label, or my own personal one, you will also see. But yeah, so now on here, editorial style, this is where I'm kind of merging into like the marketing side of things, because at first I just did all my pictures in front of just like a white backdrop. And so this time around, our new pictures are definitely going to be a vibe. They're definitely going to translate as editorials rather than just a point and shoot type thing. That's cool and all, but I think I'm more drawn to editorial style photos than just standing in front of a backdrop. So right here with this editorial style board that I created, these are just poses that I really love, things, stuff that you would like for your editorials. So these are poses that I love. Obviously my brand doesn't fit into all these poses. Some of them are extreme, but for stuff like this one would be something that's a really cool pose to try. See how the backdrop is not a white backdrop, it's a textured fabric backdrop. It makes sense for this cozy photo. They're selling knitwear. And then on the opposite end, I have things kind of like, where is it? Like this, wait, I didn't click on that. How did that get there? But things like even this one, it's natural lighting. You can see all the colors of this beautiful dress right here. The model looks amazing. So this is like the beginning steps, things that you don't want to skip over, So it's a lot of stuff that I really like about the editorials that I save. Even this one, she's wearing a pink suit and she has this white canvas with the pink on it that match. It's just, some stuff is just like very simple. So you want to carve out all the details that comes with your brand identity. And for me, that starts with all these visual concepts and making sure that it matches the vibe. So for like those pants that I was showing you, it's like a minty green color. And the hoodie that's going to go with that one is like this gray color. And the tones are perfect for the spring. However, setting up the editorial and the marketing, that comes with planning. So having a mood board in place, even for like accessories, and like making sure you like, what if I want chunky accessories? Do I want to make it minimal? Do I want to make this, that, and the other? All this stuff makes sense. You have to plan it out. So, you know, let's get out of here because I just want to show you guys like some stuff. Okay, so now that we're out of this computer, I just wanted to introduce this series to you guys today. Stay tuned because on Friday, I'm going to be uploading the video, the official first video of the series, where I'm going to be taking you guys through the pattern design process. I'm going to be showing you guys how I cut out the fabrics and how I sew up the samples and all those things that, you know, bring the garment to life. But for right now, I wanted to introduce you guys to the idea, the concept of the series. And again, help me figure out a name for this series. I think I want to call it From Boutique to Cut and Sew, or I don't know, something, or case study. I don't know, but I'm going to be thinking about that. Maybe you guys can help me out, like I said, in the comment section. But overall, this is what I'm going to be doing. And right now I am still in the process of, I have to work on our official logo, which I like the one that I have now, but I want to work on our official logo. I have to work on the website, the back end of the website. I have to work on new photos, get the photo shoot and stuff ready, photographers. I have to do a lot of work. So I figured I'd take you guys on the process of how all this stuff is actually brought to life. And so you guys can really get to know me more as a designer. You guys can get to know my brand more. And that leads me into talking about the pricing structure and all that stuff. It's all going to be covered in this series. So let me know what type of videos you guys would like to see in this series, because I would love to add it, because maybe I'm not thinking about something that you guys might want to see. So again, let me know what you think is going to be beneficial to this series, especially if you are a designer, if you are a boutique owner, because again, this can still fit into the narrative of boutique owners, but I am concentrating more on the cut and sew aspects of actually branding and building a brand identity for my brand. So, you know, we're gonna evolve here. We're all growing here. We're gonna evolve. And so that's what I want to do with this series. But anyway, in the meantime, in between time, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because that's awesome. Make sure you comment below, because that's also awesome. And make sure you check out my other videos. Again, I will link any relevant videos in the description box if they're not already linked in the cards. And I will see you guys on Friday. Yeah, that's it. Okay, bye. Okay, go. Okay, bye.